Alright guys, here we go. This is Andrew and JP, the other members of the group. Here we are about to show our command line interface for our project. GUI's coming later, but anyway. So here we have the command line project. This is kind of one of our developments. Okay, so everything on here is referenced from this point over. So essentially this is our entire working field. So because of that, we have to basically force all of the values to be in the top left corner. So when we run this, one of the things it does is it double checks this to make sure this is up as it's supposed to be, and then it moves it up, and then it moves it over. Here's some pretty cool things. These are limit switches, which basically force shut off the motors. Right now they're already shut off. That's totally fine. That's fine. But anyway, so right now they're kind of already shut off because I forced the motors to stop beforehand. Anyway, so the moment we kind of just have it taped on here, but that's okay. So these are our stepper motors, and how these work is they literally have magnets and they snap into place based on the magnitude. Here are our these are like manual adjusters so that we can move it off of these limit switches right here. There's also limit switches on the bottom, but I'm not going to show that. Anyway, so here I have our command line interface. This is sudo, meaning to run as root. Python, saying that's Python. This is what the name of the file that we're running. This one right here, this Luigi. We're actually going to draw Luigi. For those of you who are familiar with the Mario fan base. And these last two numbers refer to the text values. Well, not text values. Last two values refer to the integer size of what it's supposed to be. So 12 inches by 12 inches. I'm going to start it running and let y'all see what it produces. Alrighty guys, I apologize if this is a little loud, but that's okay. I've already started the production. It's already kind of started parsing through the image, through the original image that it got. And it's just gonna keep drawing. See over here, these are like all of the commands that it's trying to parse all at the same time. So it's parsing the SVG file, and it's producing all of these moves to moving to essentially XY location. These are forced integer values, so that most of them are actually basically all of them are all rounded, and when you draw it, you end up with results like this one. So let's see if I can get over here for you. Some cool things we have on this. For starters, these curves are actually pretty clean. So this is actually moving in a diagonal format, so it's literally so you literally have it to where one step like this. This is literally that's literally the form that it's doing, but because it's parsing the points so fast, you almost don't even notice this. Anyway, so we have a spring to force the pen to be down at all times. Right now it's just moving up. I guess I better get out of the way. And now it's going to start drawing, I believe it's his foot. So what we have going on here is this servo motor basically kind of goes up and down to force that value to be there. This is our little shaft that we have to have the cords for the servo motor stay put. The other ones, this is our little power cord we have going to this like little converted power supply. There's the power cords, a couple of zip ties, forcing that on there. This is actually a hose, like fuel line hose that we force the values. We'll force these to stay on there. Anyway, that's kind of where we're going, where we're headed with this project. I'll kind of take a few more iterations of this as it goes on, so like you guys can see the progress as it comes along. Alright, as promised, here's a little bit further along in the iteration. So it's kind of just going to town, trying to find all the spots that it's supposed to draw correctly. For the most part, it's pretty decent. It's not perfect by any means, but it's certainly not bad. So it's just gonna keep on. This is actually really close to the original values. Remember, I said some of those integer values are going to give us some really weird numbers, or rather, yeah. So some of those integer values are going to give us some really weird numbers. So this isn't too bad. Okay, we're a little bit further along. We have a little bit more detail on what's on our guy now. So Luigi's coming along pretty good. All right, guys, it's actually done. And one of the things we did is we added the ability to directly move these since the last action is up on the pin. And this is our result. He's a little skewed, but it's not too bad by any means. So this was a very interesting set of code to write. But what's really cool about this is the fact that we did this all completely ourselves and didn't really use any libraries or anything. Anyway, so that pretty much showcases what the machine is capable of doing, and we hope you enjoy it. And have a good day. Bye.